Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm your host, Quantitator. Say hello. Last time, we had the most super duper successful, unequivocally successful winning streak of all times. The greatest thing anyone's ever seen. John, you can't say otherwise. Test of our combat ship. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a success. It wasn't a failure. It just was. But we did it. We did it, and that's what's important. You know, it's the friends we made along the way. I guess in this instance, the enemies we made along the way. Pendragon said, lurking in the weeds, waiting for the potater. Shot across the bow. Here, there be pirates. The only code is there is no code. Get them scurvy ne'er-do-well dogs and sent him down to Davy Jones' locker. That's right. Main shakedown. Flight was both a success and a failure. Thanks, Chad. You survived success, but you didn't defeat or capture anything, so the failure. Yeah. I agree with John. Righteous merchants seem like highly sus to me. I agree. Righteous merchants are going to be our target. Thank you, John and Chad, for weighing in. Also, the stormtrooper vibe of the security guards of the Imperial Security. Yeah, I get you. I also feel that way. And the Sacred Constructor sounds like a fanatical organization that should be targeted. So those are the primaries. Let's see. John saying we won? Question mark. A draw possibly at best. I'll give you that. Man, come on. As the target, as for the target, I think the righteous merchants sound like the type of operation to buy out and fire all the staff. You're right. They do. They really do sound that way. They sound dodgy to me as well. So there you go. SNF is looking good. Pity you dinged it up on the maiden flight, but the lessons were learned. Yes, they were learned. And today we're going to learn some more lessons. Do we have any? The first question is, what is that? It's already gone. The first question is, the Righteous Merchants, RTMC. We've got to find our first RTMC vessel and see what is going on. And then, from there, we're looking at, so we've decided Imperial Security, the Righteous Merchants for sure are going to get taken care of. And then, and what else? What else did we say? Righteous merchants, suspicious, very sus. Imperial Security and the Sacred Constructors. I didn't really have anything against the Sacred Constructors, but maybe them. So those are the targets. But before we can do any targeting of any people, what we need to do is we need to grab some materials. We're just going to do components. We're going to grab, oh, I don't need 200 of those. We need 100 of these, 100 of these, 100 of these, 100 of these. And we're going to go build a system over at the farm. And once we get the farm thing built, we will then, yeah, we'll do some stuff. Also, I made some changes offline. Actually, I see a thing. I encased these guys and I moved the guns out so that we didn't have our guns sitting on top of explosives. I put a nice X marks the spot, so they know what to target instead. So I did that. I wanted to move those things out, and then I propped up. You know what? Let's go ahead and get in our sweet snub-nosed Falcon. Go ahead and take off to the skies. Reach for the skies. We're gonna fly over here and land quietly and softly in the dark, dark. And cut the engines. We are on the ground. Ah, hell, turn it off. I like the engine wind down. I built some pod turrets. Ourselves a little autocannon guy. Don't point at me. Don't you know? Anyways, small grid connector just sitting on a thing with a battery. Small grid connector sitting on a thing with a battery. I should have plenty of ammo on the grid. That's what we're doing. I removed the one from top because I remember I said I didn't build one up here, and then I totally, absolutely built one up there. So what I need to do, what I would like to do, is I'm going to build up a solar array that also happens to have a little bit of the sweet algae farming, because what we need to do is we need to get some extra power generation going on here so I can potentially turn that engine off. A. B, addition to the power, we're going to need some algae to make some food. So we did grow some stuff for the first time. So we'll go investigate that here in a second. But the first step for me is going to be getting ourselves a nice little solar tower. And I think we're just going to go up, let's call it that many. And then we're going to need the dear old advanced rotator. We're going to put 0 degrees as this. And then we're going to need 3. We're going to, you know what I wish they had and they don't seem to have, which is very infuriating to me? I would like for them to have a T-piece or a star piece that's not just a T-junction like this, like they do in the pipes, but I want them in the squares. That's what I would like. That's my wish list, Keen. Make it happen, buddy. Make it happen. And then what we're going to do, we're going to also put you to 0. Are you an advanced? You are an advanced. And then we're going to stick right here, right there. Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Love everything about that. All right, and then back to this. We need this. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll say that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5 and 6. Let's go ahead and chop that down before it hits anything. Perfect, 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 perfect. And then what I want to see, I'm trying to remember. I don't think I have the algae farm stuff on here, but let's knock this off here, knock this off here. We'll do algae farm. There we go. We're going to do 1 here, as this is going to be the front, even though that's probably not the way we should have done that. That's okay, I don't mind. And then we're going to do 1 there. And we're going to do 1 there. Beautiful. Love everything about it. That's perfect. And then let's go ahead and get ourselves some solar panels. I like the colorable ones, but what color do we want to do? I think green is going to be a little ostentatious, but yellow, not ostentatious at all. I don't think I have yellow on my board anymore. Did I get rid of the yellow? That's weird. Why would I do that? Oh, it's no matter. Just come over here and go burp. Nope, that didn't work. Burp. There we go. Yellow it is. All right, let's see if we can do... I know I have it currently facing the wrong way, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3. 1. Nope. Dang it. Dos, tres. And then go over here. 1, 2, 3. And right here. 1, 2. And for some reason that is wrong again. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be that. And then I think we should have, let's do, what shape do we want? Do we want it to look like this? Yeah, that works for me. Right there. And right there. Look at that. That is going to be our solar array. And then the next thing we need to do, hurt ourselves, clearly. I'll come in here. We're going to check the operations, the farm operations. Run into that wall right there. We should have... Are these automatically low enough to just harvest? Man, the harvest range on this is way higher than I would have expected. Yeah, look, would you look at that? Okay. Well, that works. Production, we need some seeds. I want 10 potato, 10 fruit, 10 of these guys, 10 of these guys, 10 of these guys, 10 of these guys. I think we're going to need an inventory. We're going to need the inventory screen so that I can... Yeah, we're going to have to put in an inventory screen. That's what's going to have to happen because I don't think... What I think is going to happen, and dumbly enough, I think... In my mistake, I think what I needed to do is make the other one. Let's go out and check. You know what this should be? Oh, we're going to change this really quick. We're going to change this from seeds to foods. There you go. That'll be that. And then in this one here, we'll call this ore and seeds. And that should allow us to check the seeds here, the status of the seeds here. Plus, I guess, ammo. We'll also go ahead and do that. I'll just put ammo. There we go. So okay. So yeah, we're definitely going to need an LCD screen that puts so we can keep the manufacturing piece of this. How do I want to go about doing this? It's questions. We put this guy here, and then I think when we go into this system and we look at the goat sorter and we say configure needs an eye status screen. So not an eye. I know it is not an eye status screen. It is actually exclamation point, and I think it has to be that status screen. And we'll see if that we can come over here to the goat sorter and see if did that fix the. Okay, yeah, it did. Okay, so we need that, and then we need an inventory, an auto crafting screen, which I believe is going to be here. We'll do LCD. We're gonna do a 2x because I like the wider screen for crafting. And I think auto crafting, if we look at the goat programmer and we see what it says for auto crafting, it has to be. We can go into custom data, or what we do is we check the edit log. Let's do again here. And if you want to turn on auto crafting, you have to have it labeled. Stock containers, yes, 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 we know that. Auto crafting needs to be labeled this right here. So and you can verbatim, I can grab that and like that. Perfect. And then I can just, it's better to do this here since I cut and paste. It's better to just go blap, do like that. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because this auto did that, I'm going to need to go get some stuff to print all this stuff up. So let's go get the flying squirrel. We need to, I don't need to use the bathroom yet, surprisingly. These security locks. And we got to finish out the front of this at some point, but I'm not really worried about that right this second. Let's get into this thing. We're gonna turn around, do like that. Anyways, so we got a little couple of turret pods. They're just easily replaceable. It was just something I had this like idea of like, what if I did a smaller grid? Plus, I really like the accuracy of autocannons on small grids. So I thought to myself, like, that'd be. I forgot that I have one of these, by the way, that I have a camera. So like, my brain is like, oh. Anyway, I'm gonna go over here and get into the flying squirrel. My thoughts are incomplete. So yeah, what I want to do today, I want to get this stuff welded up really quick. And then once I have this stuff welded up, my next thing is going to be to go hunting for a target. Hopefully we find something useful to liberate, as it were. Put that there. Put that there. There. Just got to figure out how to get all this stuff in the same box. Okay. Now we've done that, I'm going to go over here. That's fine. Oh, you know what I need? I didn't do? Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, really quick. Let's get out of the vehicle. Turret controller, what do we need? For turret controller, we need to have, first and foremost, need to clear that right there, put that there. We need at least 40 detector components. Okay, 40 detector components. That's what we need. That's to get to here. Interestingly enough, that is all the detector components we have. So let me put modular so that it pairs down. 36. 601 of those. We definitely need those. We've got this. We're going to definitely need, let's just assume we need all 1,500 of those. We're probably going to need all 1,500 of these. Extra motors wouldn't go amiss. I don't know. And then let's grab 4 more of these because we're going to need them. I think we have everything we need. Well, no, we could use some more of these guys. Not like that though. We've got large steel tubes. We've got every component that we might need. Oh, we're gonna need some. No, we've got glass. That's good there. We don't need explosives. We don't need these things. I think we have everything we need to get this thing welded up and taken care of. Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, cool. Let's get over there. We're gonna get this thing knocked out, and then we're gonna go hunting. That's our plan. So maybe I'll do. Let's see. Editor, do we have any cool quick time lapses? Because I don't think this is gonna take that long. Oh, you know what? We didn't grab solar panels. Dum dum. Oh, this thing turns like a boat. Turns like a thing that's heavy. Let's see how much weight we. Boop. Come down here. Park it. Go into here. Type the word modular again. Come over to this side, type the word components, and then let's just grab every solar panel we have because we're going to need them all. We're going to need more than that actually. So, all right, now, editor, time lapse me, boys. All right, well, huh, that's weird. Oh, I see. I believe I see the problem. I believe the problem comes from the fact that this right here is that right there is the problem. I'm just going to grab that right there and run down here real quick and build this. So two things I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the solar controller, so turret. Um, this guy's the second one. We're going to say that you are camera 2. And then what I'm going to do is grab the parts from there. Whoa! What's this thing doing? It's having a little techno fest. While I appreciate it, what is going on here? All right, well, we can at least appreciate this. Push me. And then anyone? No? Okay. I don't know what's going on right now, but let's see if we can land on this thing and stop it from being crazy. Okay, first, you off. Second, you off. Third, off. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! Help me. How do I live without you? Rotor lock on. Boom. You can't go nowhere now, homie. Rotor lock on. Nope. It's not doing anything. Hey, but that stopped spinning, so that's good. Rotor lock off. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having some minor technical difficulties. All right, there we go. Anyways, okay. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, so let's go down here. That's fun. What a fun thing. What a fun, super fun. Okay, Apple. I was trying to go turret apoapsis controller. That's what I was going. So rotor one is the spin. The vertical is rotor one. Check. Solar camera. Yes. Always aim the sun. Great. Solar number two was supposed to be just this, and then camera two always at the sun. Check. Those things are what's supposed to be happening. Why it's spinning like crazy, I honestly could not tell you. Let's give it a turn off really quick and see what we've got. Okay. All right, sir. Velocity 0. Stop spinning, please. So in theory, okay, I'm confused. Okay, so we have a turret, or we have one thing that controls the horizontal motion, and we have another thing that controls, I think maybe it's because I have them backwards. Maybe maybe that is the problem. Is it's me. I'm the problem. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Because elevation. Yeah, yeah. Let's try this, and then we'll turn this guy back on, and let's try the other one. That's still right. This should probably still be right, but we'll put none there, and then we'll do this guy there. Solar camera 2. Um. Why? Yep, that's right. That's right. That's right. If we go into, I'm sorry, I'm having a massive brain thing. Torque should be in, I mean, it doesn't really need to be much higher than that. It's got enough weight. We're not really, we'll do a little bit of braking thrust just because why not? But we're on the moon. These things weigh nothing on the moon. Uh, okay. Let's just, so first let's turn this guy off, okay? Second guy, we're gonna say that your the azimuth is vertical up and down. So let rotor 1, rotor 2 vertical, solar camera, check, check, check. Always off the sun, aim at the sun, go. What is that doing? What did that do for us? That did nothing. I think it's because the sun went down, is what I think. Oh gosh. Did I thought I turned these all back on, but they're all right. We're gonna summon the power of Ra really quick. Oh. All right. Thank you, Ra, for always being somebody. Okay, you know what? I think the big problem here is this right here. Let's Okay. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty. Please hold. Cue some cool music. Solar camera. All right, perfect. I love everything about that. All right, let's see if I can't get back to what is I don't even know what's happening, guys. This is crazy to me. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. All right. Turret, you need to have this camera assigned. Oh, good. Meteor storm. That's If it wasn't irritating, it would be very funny to me. Okay. Turret. I hear the guns. The dogs of midnight. Why is that just spinning indefinitely? No one knows. Nobody knows. That's not true. Somebody out there knows, and they're going to be like, what are you doing, Tater? You're killing me. Vertical turret controller. Yeah, camera. Point the camera at it. There you go. Let's see how we. Anybody wanna? I'm willing to take questions. Answers, I mean. I'm willing to. Cool. Well, now that I've got these giant fly swatters, any pirates or anybody that deign to attack us, they just fly over here and wham! They'll just be batted out of the sky like a baby. Okay. Well, you know what they say. When in doubt, turn these things off and also turn these things off, and hopefully that stops spinning indefinitely. It does. Perfect. You know what we need to do while we're still here is forget that we even tried that. That never happened. Nobody saw anything. No one. Okay. Let's go back here and check our screens and see if we got that correctly set up so that I can then do this. All right. We need to rotate. What do we think? 90? 90. There we go. Perfect. I love that. All right. Grain seeds. What we need. I know. I'm hungry. I can hear my stomach growling. Can you hear my stomach growling? Vegetables. We need at least one fruit. Excuse me, sir. I need to access your cargo. I need one bean of coffee. This is my bad for not. We need mushrooms and coffee. Those are the two things we don't have yet. Let's go into here, production. I'm surprised this is the way it is working. You know what we do? We turn off the goat. We say, shh, go to sleep. And then we come over here to production. We look at seeds. We close all these things out. We put one and one. That gets us. What this does is just gets them on the radar fast enough that this thing can be turned back on. We recompile, and that way they show up on the list. And eventually they'll show up on the list. Showing up on the list. The list. The list. The list, for the love of God, man. The list. And then we start growing stuff once they show up on the list. I'm almost positive. Recompile. See how it's freezing the screen? It's definitely doing something. I don't know if goat takes into account the seed of the tater and the seed of the coffee bean. I don't know. To tell you the truth, I really don't. It should. Coffee beans, seeds, I feel like it recognizes that they belong in the seed container. Hello, welcome to Goat's Order. Inventory management. We hope the brief tutorial helps you. I already have a container named ores. It's literally right here. It says ore. Oh, it says ores on it. Yeah, update your crap, dude. We'll recompile again. Quickly, before the fog rolls in. Recompile. Ores to the name of the cargo. Ores, seeds, ammo. Anyways. Well, you see, so here's the problem. It's still not showing those things. So we're not going to grow anything right now. You know what we're going to do? We're going to get this thing back. We're going to grab some additional sweet, sweet, sweet solar panels, and I'll come back to you in just a few minutes when I've had time to think about what I've done. And what I've done is not do anything correct, it seems. Let's go ahead and get home. I'm going to fly back. I'll pick you up in a second once I've sorted out why those cockamamie rotors are being cockamamie. Yeah. Editor, please make this look like I'm very intelligent. Very believably intelligent editor. Please. All right, be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Jiminy Christmas. You know what? Fortunately for me, I've done a dumb. I've not done a dumb, but thank you. You know what? Shout out Splitsy. His tutorials always continue to give me hope. But I figured it out. So I did in fact need two cameras, as I previously thought I did. And then the issue that became is effectively we're going to need a lot more of the things. But the things that I needed, I don't know if I do actually have, I may not have any plates. Oh, I did put some plates in there. That's excellent. Good news. So I'll come down here, weld these things up. I got it working. Did need two cameras. I had the pistons that control the vertical on the wrong one, basically. So I've renamed everything properly so that it would be more understandable to me. We've got a vertical, or a left rotor, right rotor, vertical, and things like that, so that we can very easily start collecting this stuff. I'm gonna grab some additional, um, hopefully we can get some modular, and we can go to components, and hopefully we can get. I'm gonna need probably two sets of these, so I'm gonna wait for this to make some more. I know we've got another 130 on the way. Put all that in there. That should be that. That'll be great for that specific piece right there. Let's go with this last thing, weld it up, and then let's go hunting. Goodwill hunting. Man, the sometimes the ooh no. I haven't, the sovereign constrictors may be our first target just because for no other reason but that like they're unfortunately in range. It's interesting because that looks like that has not been welded up all the way, and it hasn't. There we go. Let's see, what do you think we're out of with regards to solar? Just the solar things. Yep, that's all we're out of. But we are now officially getting the sweet, sweet algae, and we can weld those things up later. We don't need to do that right this second. I was gonna plant some more stuff, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know if it's making the seeds I need it to. So we'll go check that really, really quick, and then we're gonna go on a hunt. That's what I wanted to do in addition to getting that stuff squared out. But man, I didn't realize I was going to have so many problems. I do appreciate the Super Techno Bowl version of that stuff. In addition to putting a nice little hat on these two things, Mazel Tov, they're boys. And get it, get it. I also added another welder to just to weld things up. I know having the base laden with welders. Actually, I don't care. I was gonna say I know it's probably cheesy, but it's not. I really don't even, not even 1% care. So let's check our ship here. We have beautiful. That is the amount of ammo I think we would need to do things that are shady. We're gonna take off. We're gonna go. First things we're really gonna do. Let me point towards the sun really quick, because honestly, what I need to do, I need to zoom out for a second, re-summon Raw, and put us back at the dark times, because that's where we were. And is that a good thing to do with regards to our thing over here not breaking itself? No, I don't. But again, this isn't about right and wrong. This is about. I actually don't even know what this is about. But let's get these things shut off here. Let's go ahead and lock it down too. Cool, we can do that. We can get off. I also need to, you know what I really want to do? This is something I should have done a long time ago. First of all, I do appreciate the comm lights, has all of the lights in it, but I no longer want, I don't want comm lights to be in this. So we're going to take that offlet spotlight because I want that to be turned on when I turn it on, not every time I undock the ship. That's what I want. So let's go take a look back here. We should have 10 seeds of each. This allows us, except for those guys because they don't register for some reason. Why don't you register? You know what? I don't know. We're just going to have to, here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn you off for a second. We need to go into production. We need to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Beautiful. And while that's doing that, we can grab 5. Okay. 5. Okay. 5. Okay. 5. Okay. Um, 5 of those. 5 taters. And I don't think we did eat that Clang Country. While I was away, we ate some Clang Country. Clang Countries. And boy, I tell you what, they were spicy meatballs. They did me some damage. So that's okay though. Mushrooms. Beautiful. Coffee beans. Also beautiful. I didn't even check to see if these things were healthy. Beautiful. Fruits. Nope. Oh, is water good? Water's very high. That's always good news. That guy there, that guy there, that guy there, that guy there. Beautiful. And lastly, salt of the earth, my taters, my preciouses. That should be that. Do we want to try to make a meal real quick? Let's. What kind of meals can we make? I would like to eat mashed effect bomb, mash effect bombs. What? I don't even know what that is. We can make fruity pastry, tasty. It heals you 10%, 40 fill value. We can make some sweet, sweet ale. I know the vodka's the one that we're gonna need some more wheat, I think. Mill pack roasted coffee. Um, we just don't have the algae. That's where we're delayed here. And if we look at that, we do have algae farms. Is this considered a food or you know what we need to look at? Build info cargo network. Let's go outside really quick. Isn't that crazy? All the stuff you can see. It's crazy to me. Everything's working. So the algae farm obviously it's not producing right now, but there is food in those. I wonder why. Oh, I know why. Because I'm dumb. That's why. Because I did a dumb. Excuse me. We'll turn that off now. Let's go here. Let's click this. Let's go back to the goat. Thank you, goat. We're turning you on. I need you to get back to sorting stuff. All right. Now, systems are go. We are good for liftoff. We're good for liftoff. Let us see. Who do we have available to visit? Now, the Sacred Constructors. Chad mentioned that he thought there's a scrap abandoned settlement over there. We're going to go look at that. He said the Sacred Constructors also seemed suspicious. I'm not opposed. I got to be honest. I'm not super opposed, but we're going to go ahead and head in the direction of this abandoned quote unquote facility. I will say next Monday, here's my thoughts while we're taking a minute. Monday, what I would really enjoy, what I think would be fun, is I'm going to pop into Space Engineers 2 and we're going to do a little bit of Space Engineers 2ing. Unless you guys just are completely opposed to it at the end of this episode and you tell me, no, Tater, that's dumb. I never want to see that. And then that's fine. But we're going to pop in, take a look at it, and mess around a bit. I did get a save point up to the right when you get to Velation Station. I haven't even gone in yet. So if we want to go to Velation Station and take a poke around, we can do that. I don't see anything out the windows. We're still good as gravy. I would love to see... Also, by the way, Keen, if you're watching this, and I hope you are, please tell me that your video you released today was not an April Fool's joke. Don't be that way. Don't be those guys. Don't be it. Don't do it. The world is chaotic enough without ooh, hello. The world is chaotic enough without you guys pretending that something cool is coming. Okay? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants pretend. Look at this place. Oh, that's a full-on battery right there. We could do nothing with that. We're not going to take that out of the hole. There's a lot of batteries here. Wow, what the heck? And remote blocks for some reason. Uh-huh. This is an interesting building. What if we welded this up to see what it looks like clean and healthy? It's just a construction site. It looks to be like an abandoned building. This is interesting. Interesting. I think these batteries on the ground are borderline useless just because of how they're put in there. All right, let's look at what's around. We've got the SCCO mining. We've got the, I don't know what SOCG is. SOCG Sovereign Constructors. That's somebody. No, the Sacred Constructors. Chad doesn't like the Sacred Constructors. Sacred Constructors, is that right? Or Sovereign? Nope, Sacred. So do we have a Sacred? We've got Sovereign Constructors, which there's a lot of constructors in the world. Mining Carriage, IDCS, the First Settlers. IDCS is Independent Constructors. So we need really IMCS is what we're, IMSC is what we're looking for. There's a mining drone for the first colony constructors. You know what we need? I feel like what we need is, do we have another target over there? What is that? Scrap? We have more. We're going to go check that out now. Because what I would like, I'm thinking, I pressed the wrong button. That's what I'm thinking. What I would like is to potentially get someone to spawn in, but I also feel like sometimes when you get something to spawn in, like you have to get things to spawn away, and I don't know how to get these things to go away other than to, you know. Although this, wait a minute. Now there's a sacred constructor. There was a sacred constructor on the radar. Okay. Well, that's a target right there. There's a sacred constructor. Ah, over that direction. Mobile utility platform. Okay, well, guess what, team? Mobile utility platform it is. I've got a target on radar below me on my left side. We're going to swing by and take a look and see what this is really quick. Out our port side. What do we got? Can't tell. Turn those things off. Probably just garbage. Yep, looks like just garbage down there. Nothing of use. All right, buddy. Hello, mobile utility platform. Now, as is pirate tradition, we do not plan to give them any quarter unless they beat us away and we run away with our tails between our legs. But that's never happened before. We've only ever successfully defeated every person we've ever encountered. Right, John? Right, John? No. All right. Engage speed. Full speed ahead. Let's take a quick view through the viewfinder. What do we got? What are we? Utility platform. I see a pretty big gun right there. That looks like a pow-pow weapon right there. I don't know if I'm prepared for that. This looks like the same thing I attacked when I attacked the pirates. I wonder if it will also draw too many drones and run me off. I guess we'll find out in just a second when we approach. Now I know 600 meters is my engagement range. What do we got out of the right side of our... Hold on. We're diverting. What are you? This looks like a trap. Ah, scrap. That's the name of the mod. Get it? Aw, scrap. Anybody? We are at approach fast. I should probably get my engines back on before I blow past this thing. Whoa! That scared me. Hey, knock it off. We don't even know if it was hostile. The Sacred Constructor's got to have a bit of a reprieve while we take a look at this thing. What do we got over there, we think, guys? I see a kitchen. I see a kitchen. Control seat. Looks like we broke the gravity generator. Our bad. There's a timer block. Never any good. What do we got? What do we got? Let's do a little quick park. We'll investigate. Hello. Batteries. Really the only thing that is the ion thrusters might be worth it, but just trash. Not a big deal. We could mark the trash for cleanup. Do we wanna mark the trash for cleanup? Technically we won. We defeated this, whatever this is. Let's just do a GPS space scrap in case we want to come clean this up. Otherwise I can also delete it. I mean, the universe can delete it. All right. Sacred constructors, where be ye? We've got... We have an interesting signal outside our right side. You know what I wish there was, and there's not, but I wish there was, though, is a... You know how, like, when you're in camera, for example, I'll give you an example. When you're in camera, and you look around using the camera mod that allows you to pan and zoom and stuff, like, oh, look at me, I'm zooming in on this thing. And then I can just press V, and it puts me back to center, and then I can zoom back out, and then it just keeps me at center. I would like to have that as a button. I would like there to be a button for that in the cockpit so that when I'm looking around and doing stuff like this, I can just press a button and it brings me back to center. Because you don't always know exactly where center's at, and you know, when you're trying to do some, otherwise you have to zoom out and then back in, and that's how you get it to center. At least that's the only way I know of. If there's a better way, guys, somebody let me know downstairs, in the downstairs region, and we'll see what this is. I've got the turrets off because I don't trust them. They just are getting a little hungry to shoot anything and everything, which I get. Is this that unknown signal that beamed out on me and I lost? I'm gonna hit this at like going too fast and I'm just gonna get shrapnel faced. It is probably that. Or that's funny. How obnoxious. Spacecraft's there. Did I lose the sovereign guys douching around with that thing? No, I didn't. Aha. Let's go take a look. Back to the mission at hand. Sacred constructors. They seem superficial and fake. We're not here for your telethon, sacred constructors. We don't know you. We don't owe you any money. What we do own is the space above this here planet with which I was abandoned. Abandoned. And hopefully we get to run into some of our other bad guys at some point. But, whoa, wait a minute, pause. Really quick, before we go ham here, I do see one Imperial Security person. I see an Imperial Security private cell right down there. Oh, pirate salvage carrier. Now, Chad, reading what I'm seeing here, righteous merchants, Imperial Security makes you think of stormtroopers. Yep, stormtroopers, they're bad guys. We're bugging out. All right. Get ready, bad guys. We're coming for you. Ish. And this way, the sacred guys that they live to die another day. And I think what I'm going to do, I don't know how well this is, I don't know if this is going to hurt me or not, but I might make a save. Actually, we'll just make a save here. I'm going to do save 3.1. And the reason I'm doing this is in save 3.1, what we're going to do is we're going to turn back on scrap cleanup because I had it turned off because I think it was causing me some issues. I thought it was causing me some issues, but it may not be. And I actually don't know where scrap cleanup is, trash removal. We'll go ahead and re-enable trash removal, and that's just going to get rid of all those little things floating around in space so that I'm not constantly squirreling and looking at scrap metal as I fly about the cabin known as space. So, let us take a peek at these Imperial scum. I'm glad. I thought at first, by the way, I thought it was an Imperial, what are we calling these guys again? I don't even know the name. Imperial Security. I thought it was an Imperial Security private sale, and I was like, oh man, we're gonna blow up this guy's like freaking solar yacht. But no, we're not. We're not. Wait a minute. He's engaging. What are they engaging? They're engaged with combat. Oh, this may be perfect. Yo ho ho, a pirate's life for me, Jack Wang. This thing looks serious. Not so serious that I'm worried about it, but serious enough that I might be a little bit worried about it. You know what? I'm not that worried about it. Oh, he's shooting at me. Oh, yeah? Yeah? This guy wants to play rough. Uh-oh. All right, get him on. Turrets are on. We are go for combat. Come on, booty cheeks. Let's go. Let's go. Always. Ba 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 ba. Oh, we got incoming fire on artillery. No, thanks. I've got a hard burn to the left. We're burning forward. They're above my base. I don't like that they're above my base. I can see my base down on the right. Look, you see the base? Woo! Dodge, fake left. All right, we're almost in range. We're almost in range. We're almost in range. There we go. Come on, get under 600. Let's start ruining this guy's day. All right, Jack Wang. You started this fight, by the way. I hadn't even started fighting you, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to shoot at the taters. Well, guess what? The taters are shooting back. Yeah, you're done there. You got no guns. Oh, you got no guns, son. Oh, that hurt. Oh, 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 oh. We're getting hammered. First things first. Oh, that one hurt. Okay. Why are my turrets not doing anything? Come on, buddies. Switching weapons. We're going to come in under the other side. We're going to blow past them, and we're going to give them the good news. Strafing out, strafing out. Don't let them hit you. Oh, that's one hit. You got sergeant security my ass, buddy. I need my turrets to do something. That's what I need. And they're not designed to target neutrals. Okay, we're gonna go up, we're gonna go up, we're gonna first, we need to get into this thing. Oh, that's gonna hit me. We need to get Imperial to declare war. Yes, declare war. Get them, turrets! Yeah! Alright, now we're fighting with full power, jackass. You started this fight. Ooh, we got a lot of stuff coming in on us. IMC bruisers, we got bruisers coming in. Okay, okay, it's okay. We're still in the fight. Alright, we're gonna back out really quick. Okay, so I lost the other contact. I don't know where they're at, but the bruisers... We're gonna get the turrets on. We're gonna get ourselves dampened. We're gonna come back at him. Yep, I see you shooting. The good news is you're dumb, and I'm not. Well, that's relative, but I'm not that dumb. Come on. I think they're out of ammo, or it's dead. I can't tell which. We're gonna zoom in, take a look at him. Yep, he's not dead yet. Oh, you may be dead now. Oh, that hurt. Oh, zoom out, zoom out. Alright, we're gonna do strafing run on him. Yeah, oh, I got your gun now, buddy. You're in my targets. Hey, jackass. Oh, you don't get to run away. Gonna get zoomed in on him. We're gonna try to catch his ass. No runaway for you, asshole. We're gonna pop that engine right now. There we go. Hi, bud. Oh, you lose that gun too, bud? Or your engines too? Alright. Now, gang time. Oh, I can't take all that.
Inventory full.
I know inventory's full, thank you.
Inventory full.
Where's my ship? We staying on him? We are staying on him. Good, good, good. There's no weapons aboard, so
Inventory full.
in theory...
Inventory full.
I need to find something to take over the ship.
Inventory full.
Ah! How are we doing? Let's see if I can dump some of this stuff into there. Not really, but it's worth a shot. I don't have a way to. How fast are we moving right now? Can I tell? 43 meters a second? Damn. Okay. Um, let's cut that engine. Do you have any other propulsion right now that is causing me grief? Yes.
Inventory.
And yes.
Inventory full.
Okay, we should be. Okay. Oh yeah, it's mine now, bud.
Full.
We just gotta figure out how to stop this thing. All right, let's get in the. Look at the. Oh, guys, can I just say I'm pretty sure we dominated this guy. Speaking. Okay, come on. Put her down nicely. Put her down. Put her down. Let's go to. Let's turn off the. Let's turn off the weapons. Put her down. I need. I need to. Where the hell is my? All right, stop it. Let's stop the ship. Oh, we're gonna pull it to a stop. Yes. Did it. I mean the scrap. Let's bring it to a stop. We are almost out of hydrogen too. That's, not what I love to see, but that's okay because look at the haul. All of this is ours, guys. Okay. Chip's almost stopped. We're almost there. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to first loot. That's what we're going to call this. And then I need to go get the flying squirrel and I'm going to scrap this thing. We are not close to base. In fact, I'm going to have to actually go into the thing and go to the fee mine, which I believe was called this guy here. Always show,
Inbound.
and we got 18 kilometers to go, but we're gonna go. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this ship back home. I'm gonna limp it home. I'm not gonna hopefully not run out of fuel on the way to home. Is the plan, and then we'll come back and grab that. Do we want that, John? That was a win-win. That's a win-win right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get back. Maybe a highlight reel on the next episode of me scrapping that bad boy. I don't think I'm going to make you guys watch that, but I am going to bring the flying squirrel back empty, and we're going to take that entire ship apart. I just don't want to do that this episode, but we won. We got scrap. Look at that. You know what I should have done? We're gonna do a little, just a wee tiny bit of what I would like to call cheating, and only because I want to get a screenshot. And in order to get a screenshot, I don't have enough fuel to turn around and do that, but for the gram, kids, for the gram. So, um, so first, let me point this guy like this. We'll do that. We'll teleport me and my ship. Look at that. And then, ooh, you know what I should do? It should be like one where I'm like dive bombing because this is a Falcon, right? Oh gosh, this is very hard to do in this angle. Look at that. And then, we'll bring this guy in here right here. Let me slow this camera down. Look at that. Oh, and then real quick, we need to have, we don't want it to look like we're going to crash into it. So we're going to be zooming by it, right? Okay. And yeah, look at that. That's screenshots money right there. Okay. Now I won't be cheating to get the Falcon home, but I will I just teleported it back, like probably less than 100 meters to be fair, but you gotta, you know, you gotta do what you got to do. That is incredible. That's good job, guys. Good job, us. Good job, team pirate. You guys, I want to thank each and every one of you. It's so beautiful. I will when we get closer to home, I'll pick you back up, and I'll see you in a second. Good job. All right, guys. I know you guys are wondering, hey, Tater, are you careening towards the planet with 19% fuel at 100 meters a second and accelerating? Why, yes, I am. Is that a good idea? Yes, 100%. No, it's not a good idea at all. Dampeners are on. We're going to lose some fuel in this little engagement, but that's okay. That's okay. We need to level the thing out. We're gonna level the thing out. We only have one shot at this, one opportunity, if you will. That's not true. We have at least. I actually don't know what happens if we hit the ground very fast because I have a shield on the ship, but we're not gonna need to use it. Is what I'm hoping. Guys, that was a good fight right there. That's what that was. I appreciate. Ah! Don't get out of your ship while you're trying to land. Oh, no, no, no. We pressed the wrong button. Dang it. Okay. There we go. We're almost there. Now we're safe. We are pretty much on the money. We don't have to worry about anything else. Everything's good in the hood. Back it up. Boom! We are locked on. Guys, the shields did really remarkable this time. I think I stayed out of proper damage. I took a couple of major hits, but I think the shields were fully recharged at that point and good to go. The freaking snub-nosed falcon is victorious. Um, we crushed it. We absolutely crushed it. What I need to do is, I guess, say bye to you guys. But what I'm gonna do, we're gonna take the flying squirrel up there really quick. Let's go ahead and get in here. Really quick, the way I do this for anybody who doesn't use the goat sorter. So with your connector, you can do no goat, and that's how you get it to ignore the thing. So what I like to do, and I think I've talked about this before, copy that, delete it, give it a second to empty out the ship inventory. Like the goat takes a second, processes, thinks about it, and then all this stuff will vanish. Maybe. Yep, there you go. Perfect. Vanished. It is vanished. And then what we do, come back over here, we go back to our connector, and we put no goat back on so that it doesn't do that when I don't want it to. And then I take off and we go get our scrap, boys. We freaking did it. First loot. And we got, not only that, we have space scrap. So two technical victories today, in my opinion. Um, so I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you guys enjoyed this, you know what to do. Let me know your thoughts on my idea about doing a little Space Engineers 2 tangent. I've been messing with it a little bit. I'm enjoying, but I decided like if I'm gonna play it, maybe you guys would like to see me play it and not just me playing for fun. I do play a lot of these games just for fun. And sometimes I think about like when I'm playing Space Engineers, for instance, I'm like, oh man, I have played this forever and ever and ever for fun. uh, and I'll go to like build something. I'm like, oh, could I have made a video about this? But I also try really hard to make sure that I'm doing this also for fun. YouTube is a hobby and an entertainment type thing. So in that instance, I try to make sure that I am being responsible for myself and everybody aboard. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys coming along for this journey. We've taken our first victory. First blood was drawn, and they fired on us. Maybe they saw the Jolly Roger flying above our hull. Who knows? But they fired upon us. That is not our fault. And that scrap Dunzilla, I don't know what's going on with that guy, but if he comes near my loot, well, the flying squirrel's defenseless, but if he comes near it, I will crush him. Just like I crushed his buddy over here at the Imperial Security. Anyways, guys, appreciate you. As always, you guys have a great afternoon, and I will catch you later, taters. And as always, be kind, stay ornery, and yeah, bye.